Final race at Happy Valley on Wednesday night is the Arsenal Handicap. Finish off with a really good one here. 1,200 metres is the trip. This is a Class 2 contest headed by Country Star. He's 5 from 6 course and distance. California Fortune down in class. He'll roll from barrier 12. Music Edition. He's 2 out of 2. Unbeaten course and distance. Sylvester de Sosa in the saddle. Hinch and Love 4th behind. Lean Perfection last time out. Tries Happy Valley's 12 for the first time. Starlight up in class. A 7-time course and distance winner. Handsome Bobo's got speed off the inside gate. Behind Music Edition last time out goes up in class, as does Speed Vision. Barrier 10 for him. He made the running last time as well. Class 2 for the first time. Country Star has been up at Chung Fa as well for John Sides. Neil Callan will ride from barrier 6. He returned on the 4th. Now we've made our way to the touchscreen to have a look at the speed map and a couple of key races here. As far as the speed is concerned, Brett, well, there's plenty of it, basically. We'd normally expect Handsome Bobo from Lowgate to be out in front, but Speed Vision, a chance of crossing him.
He's an interesting runner, isn't he, Speed Vision? Because he does, of course, come up in grade first time into this class. 1:8.68 was the recorded time last start. Obviously, it was a good to firm track. The track overall was very fast, but he showed a lot of gate speed. California Fortune, really the other noted front runner. Storm Signal can jump and be quick and handy, and Handsome Bobo as well. So those are the 4 primarily, you would think. Flat Heaven, does he get up there as well, or does he potentially push back a little bit? Country Star drops in there and maybe Music Edition can slot in. They'll be hoping that's the case for Music Edition, because otherwise potentially he could be caught out wide. But it doesn't look to be a race with a fair bit of toe in it.
Certainly does. Some impressive records on show as well. Paul, what have you seen?
Yeah, really nice race, this one. We're going to start with Country Star. He's been up at Chung Fa. Here he is on the main Chung Fa track, doing it nice and easy. So he hasn't taken a backward step at all, Country Star. He's going nice. The only query I had with him was the 133 pounds, but everything else looks really good with him, and he moves nicely. Super Turbo's in good form at the moment, and he's keen. He's going to relish this pace in this particular race. Now, the blinkers will go on him for the first time since he's been here in 27-odd starts, Super Turbo. The cheek pieces will come off him. And Hits and Love, another one who had no luck in the running last time. He's 3 wide all the way, but still stayed on really nicely. He's going well, and his track work suggests he's good. So looking forward to this race.
Certainly am, yeah. Hinch and Love will be ridden by Zach Purton. We'll start off, though, with Storm Signal, one of the potential pace angles as well. He'll be ridden by Matthew Chadwick.
For sure, he seems to be in form. He's freshened up nicely for this race. He hasn't drawn too badly, so hopefully we get a nice run.
Is he an easy horse to ride?
So far, he hasn't given me any difficulties, so hopefully it stays that way. And I say hopefully we get a nice run through and he can finish on top.
Overall, what about the race as it stands? It's obviously pretty hot competition in it, but with your boy, he's a very consistent galloper this season.
Exactly, he's shown his form. He's been very consistent in his placings, and if he continues, who knows?
So close there, Storm Signal. Douglas White in the saddle on that final day. It's a good race, though, this one, isn't it, for him to be involved in?
It is, yeah. And look, he's had 4 starts in the class, hasn't won, but he's been in the placings, 3 of them. So he's going to be right there for a fair while.
He's only a one-time winner from his 21 starts, but he has been plagued by wide draws.
He has, and this season clearly has been his best.
All right. Top weight here, Country Star. Neil Callan jumps on board. The record nearly perfect course and distance. Every chance once more, you'd think. Yes.
He's got to 100 now. He's gone from 52 to 100. Up 48 points in his first prep of racing. They're going to go to the well again with the top weight. You can see here he got to the front, and in the end Telecom Brothers got to within 3/4, but there did look to be a fair bit still in hand. However, there were some others closing. Just wonder whether or not he might be slightly vulnerable here. I know he's a really nice horse. He's done very little wrong, and he's still got plenty of scope. And all being equal, you know, as a 4-year-old and so on, he's just going to be a very, very good horse. What do you think, Paul? Can he be beaten?
Yeah, there's 3 main chances, I thought, in this race, and he's definitely one of them. But I've got other ones on top of him just because of this weight. And he's not the biggest horse around. And that just worried me a little bit.
Me too. I did tip against him, but he's been very courageous and very honest.
All right, well, that's Music Edition circled, and Handsome Bobo, Starlight, the multiple course and distance winner, and Flat Heaven, white face here, was here on debut, awkward out of the gates. Wasn't too bad otherwise.
Yeah, look, there's a case to be made for a few of these. The one I'm going to side with is Music Edition. I just like the way he's really progressed the last couple of starts. They did ride him aggressively here as well. He burned a bit of petrol, at the start of the race and still was able to forge clear with the 131. Now, barrier 9 looks a bit awkward. It's up in grade. But I think with the rail in the A position, we are going to get a longer run to that first bend. I think Silvestre de Souza can potentially just try and slot in, be a little bit more patient this time in the initial stages, get a bit of cover, hopefully. And I give him a great chance to stand up in this class.
Yeah, he's another one I thought of the main chances in the race. He's going very well. Handsome Bobo, I'm worried about the pace for him.
He's got a £5 turnaround Music Edition. Down at the bottom weights, as is Speed Vision, who does seem to have plenty of speed.
Well, this is the horse that sort of went straight to the front. It ran really, really nicely. And he put up a really quick time. But he's not going to get his own way. He's got the likes of Handsome Bobo, California Fortune. They're really going to take him on. So I've left him out.
He's a nice horse. From day one, even when he was a Griffin, he showed a lot of potential. Victor Wong's been aboard, obviously, a fair bit of late, but he will ride for his master here in Tony Millard. So they've had to call upon Dylan Moe. He'll only take the £5 claim. He recorded the quickest time of all of these horses on that particular occasion, but as I mentioned, it was a good to firm track. The track was lightning that night. So it's a tougher ask for him, and with all the pace foreseeable, it might undo him.
Yeah. Good race, 2 main chances. Which way did you go, Paul?
3, I thought. And I've gone the other way. Hitchenbrook, I just thought it was Hitchin Love, I should say, the son of Hitchenbrook. He was very unlucky last time, 3 wide, and of the 3, you'll be paying the most. 6 to beat, 4 and 1, and Super Turbo will be finishing over the top. 6, 4, 1 and 3, but I'll go exotics with those 1, 4, 6s.
I've got the same 4 numbers, actually, but I'll go with Music Edition. I was with him last start, and I'll give him an opportunity to handle this class. I think they'll potentially be a little bit more patient initially. Country Star's probably the measuring stick, but the weight of 133 and, you know, a fairly long preparation might potentially take its toll. Hinch and Love, Super Turbo, both very classy horses in their own right, but one's at the end of his career, or getting towards the end, and the other one on the way through, like Paul's mentioned. So 4 on top for me.
1, 4 and 6 all in for me. Flat Heaven, though, at 33s. That'll do as well. As far as stats are concerned, this is an incredible stat. John Size, Zach Purton, Paul, since 2016-17.
Unbelievable, isn't it? 26 runners, 12 wins, 9 seconds, 2/3, 89% first 3 rate. Unbelievable record when they do team up John Size and Zach Purton. Look, he, as Brett said earlier in the show, he's a banker material. Looks like he'll run in the first 3 for sure.
Yep. All right. Speaking of bankers then, best bets, what do you like?
Yeah, I'm going to go with my best bet for this one is going to be Waldorf there. So I can see him with the low barrier draw going straight to the front and being very tough to beat. So I do like Waldorf, and my long shot there is Right Honourable. I expect a better run from him, maybe about 20 to 1. And my play is in race 7 in Waldorf's race with Special Stars and Kobe Oppa.
I'll stick with Music Edition, 8-4 as my best in the Class 2. Long shot 6-11 Faithful Trinity for Matthew Poon. And play double banker 2 and 9 race 3 with 1, 4, 10. There's your trio for the first leg of the DT.
There you go. Best bet for me, race 3, number 2, Wonderful Journey. Good draw, down in class, and Berta Rispoli. Thank you very much. And Flat Heaven in the last, 33 to 1 at the moment, give or take. Matthew Poon, £3 off. £11 turnaround with Music Edition. Country Star Music Edition. Now Flat Heaven is the play. We are out of time. 11 races on the weekend. Looking forward to it.
As Elvis Presley said, thank you and good night.
Good night.
That's the show. Thanks for watching. On behalf of Paul, Brett and the rest of the team, hope you see you at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. We will be racing to win.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you.